say that? Who we gonna talk about? What you think we talking? There it is. Put it in the air. And I ain't talking about that loud this time. I'm talking about put them wrist in the air, baby. For Shiggity Shedeur Sanders. And he did what no other Cleveland Brown had done before, 300 plus passing yards, 3+ TDs as a rookie. Hell, as a Browns quarterback. Unprecedented. What'd you think? I saw you posting and everything. What'd you think about your nephew's performance, dog?
Ooh, Shiggity, man. Let me tell you something.
My dog.
You have to try to sit back, Chico, and act like you didn't know this was going to happen, or act like you didn't know this was capable, because you end up living in the moment of "I told you so" instead of enjoying the moment. Because frankly, if you've been following him since Jackson State or even since Colorado, and there have been games that either one of those teams have been behind in, and you needed poise, you needed leadership, and you needed to see it even being done with suspect offensive line protection. You need to see it being done and with the weather against you, the scoreboard against you, what have you. You've seen this guy do it before. And so there was like little to no doubt in my mind that I think this is his second full start, but third time going in. He had that half a game and then 2 others. And what has happened is exactly what we said was going to happen on UNK Chico Live, that each time it was going to get better. Right. The more time you give him with this offense, playing with the ones, practicing with the ones, understanding, each nuance, whether it's the line in front of him or the back that's with him or the receivers, he ain't gonna do nothing but pick you apart and perform with more and more poise each time. He is who he has been, and now the world is getting to see who he is in this Browns uniform. Right. Because he is simply that dude. He is simply the man. I've said before, he is a player that is capable of saving someone's job if you were to utilize him right, and he is capable of you being the reason you don't use him right. You're gonna be getting the hell up out of there. Now, let me say this, man. Here's what just grinds my gears, as Peter Griffin would say, about the 2-point conversion. Let me just go and flip to the end.
Yeah. Let's get to that right
Per Stefanski and even per Shedeur, and if you watch the touchdown pass after Shedeur celebrated with his receiver, he was going up the sideline and knew to not go back in the game. He's he pointed himself like, "Oh, I'm coming out," because per all the testimony, they worked on this. Now here's Chico, to me, the double down idiocy of it all. I'm almost willing to just chalk it up to oh man, somewhere between stupidity and hubris that you decided to go to for a 2-point conversion without your best player on the field.
Yeah.
But the fact that you worked on it this week and it was the plan, I mean, you ain't trying to win. Because Chico, you played the game. If I'm going for a 2-point conversion, that means I'm doing something to keep or gain a lead. That means I've been in a fight. And so the fact that you practiced this week on a 2-point conversion play and practice the play without your best guy being on the field, dog, you don't want to win. Because let me tell you what you're supposed to do in football, Chico. Y'all get out your football 101 manual. Whether you're up or down, whether it's tied or whatever, if you're trying to win a game, the play don't have to involve the best 3 people on offense.
Simple as that.
Typically one of those is quarterback, so he's going to touch the ball. And then he's going to look for the other 2 best people. So we make it Colorado. The ball going to go to Shedeur. Shedeur going to drop back, and he going to look for Travis or LeJohntay Weston. Now, if I happen to come by somebody else, that's just because I had to. That ain't who I'm looking for.
Right.
You took your best option for success out of the game, and you had even been practicing for success because you knew, hey, it might come down as having a 2-point conversion. And then you knew if we have a 2-point conversion, that means Shedeur has been successful. So I literally practiced taking my best guy out the game, and then the moment come, I take him out the game, and to play fair. Man, you don't want to win. You're not trying to win. You're not calling the game to win. You're comfortable with where you are for whatever reason. Look how many times they used the Wildcat formation that day. What do you have? 394?
Shedeur had 3 carries for 29 yards. When Sean Jenkins had 14 for
No. I'm
26
talking about
yards.
Shedeur's overall yardage. I
Oh,
remember
three. Yeah, 364 is what they have on here. I saw someone post 363, but 364 total passing yards, 3 carries for 29 yards on the ground.
This could have easily been a 450 to 500 yard day for Shedeur with a win. With a win.
Yes.
Easily.
A lot of people not realizing he played with only 2 starting offensive linemen. 3 were out. The center went down early in the game with a lower leg injury. The other 2, the right guard and the right tackle, was out of the ball game. So you were playing with backups already. So you saw Shedeur do a lot of throwing the ball away out of bounds, which was showing the maturity in him, not taking a sack, living to play another down, so to speak. So you saw him doing that a lot, and that attributes, I think, to the wide receivers not getting open and not being able to create that separation, and also that offensive line. If you go back and look at the film, that's what I would say. But other than that, he played including that, he played a remarkable game. Other than that one pick, I would say.
But let me say this about the pick. Anytime you throw a pick is a bad for business, and there's a lot of times picks don't be the fault of the quarterback, but that's statistically where it goes. And I'm not saying that was this case. I'm just letting you know there's layers to an interception. But the biggest thing for me with an interception or any turnover, could be a fumble, is the touchdown to turnover ratio. So you can't give me an interception and then no touchdowns. You can't give me an interception and 1 touchdown.
Right.
But when you sit up here and produce 3 passing touchdowns and 1 rushing touchdown, that's 4 with 1 interception. I will take that every game, every Sunday, and the person that gives me that is going to be in the Hall of Fame.
That's like the assist to turnover ratio for a point guard.
With a point guard. Thank you.
That's exactly what they look at. You're gonna have to. He has the ball in his hands so much, you're gonna get some turnovers.
Thank you.
But what are you gonna get on the upside of that? And that's what Shedeur did. He showed that resilience also to come back and give them guys a chance. The question that I have is, why do you think they decided to go for it? Go for that 2-point conversion with 4 minutes and 27 seconds left in the fourth quarter. The score was 23-31. My math is not great, but if they would have kicked the field goal, that would have put them at 24, right? I mean, the PAT. That would have put them at 24, right?
I'm with you. With you.
All right.
That as good as the Browns defense is, you had time to do a PAT and stop them and get the ball back.
Yes.
I'm with you on that. But I will never be against somebody trying to win. But the play that which you try to win with, that's the flaw. That's the flaw. Like, you took your best player off the field, and forget the poor execution. Forget that what if it would have worked. Forget all that. Can you imagine a situation, y'all, on any team, and you could pick your favorite team? I don't give a damn if it's the Memphis Grizzlies. In this situation, John Moran is on the floor. I don't care if it is New Orleans Pelicans. Your best guy with the big body is on the floor. I don't care if it's the Lakers. LeBron is on the floor.
That's right.
Like, you're going
even
if the
for distraction.
Yes.
Right.
They're on the field.
And from a defensive standpoint, and you got to realize what they did last week too, when they first was that last week, right? When they first introduced the Wildcat, right? With in the goal line with Shedeur. People look at film, coach. So you think you're gonna come and line up in a Wildcat in the same situation you were in last week that you happen to score on, that you're gonna be able to do this against the Tennessee Titans, who watch film, and their best 2 players are the interior defensive linemen and Big Sweat and Jeffrey Simmons. You think you're just gonna run it on them? I think that was a flaw right there to even call that same play, same situation, same formation, and everything, against.
And I say this to you, Chico.
Another defense, NFL defense.
A lot of people are, talking this or that about Stefanski, and that's rightly so. Rightly so. It's like Nino Brown on the stand. This thing is bigger than Kevin Stefanski. He worked for somebody, and they're allowing it.
Are you saying it's the mob? No, just playing.
I'm saying it's going all the way to the top.
Yeah, it's going to the top to Haslam.
So everybody that's demanding that Stefanski be fired. The reason he ain't been fired is that the guy to do the hiring and firing ain't got no problem with what he doing.
Exactly.
That's what it says to me.
Yep. That's a fact, though. Doesn't get no more real.
Chico, you remember this from your locker room days as a player.
Mm-hmm.
You seen this on your bulletin board or you heard somebody say it. It ain't but two things. You either coaching it or allowing it.
That's right.
And that goes to every facet of your life. I don't care if you got kids in your house and they repetitively doing something. I don't care if you're on a different job site and something repetitively happening. It's either being coached to happen or it's being allowed to happen. And the way that Stefanski is coaching Shedeur and mismanaging these situations is being allowed to happen from up top.
And this guy, the owner, hasn't been winning for a long time. Do you think it's just a part of his culture now? It's in him now. He doesn't worry about trying to win. It's more about just, getting through the season or something. I don't know what it is. Like, how could people be in that position and not want
to? Don't put me in that spot, Chico. So you're gonna put me in the spot to irrationalize irrational behavior, and that's very difficult for me. But I would say this, and this is not to excuse it or condone it. When you have people who are billionaires and their money is on the line, I won't put nothing past them on what they do to save money and make money. Because here's the beauty of the situation. I can mismanage this guy and not have to pay him a big contract, and this stadium gonna still be full of 12 jerseys.
But it's not going to be in the best light, though, Mr. Haslam and whoever else is running ish. Like I don't know, man.
I think they're making just as much money as they want to make being losers than spending a little bit more money to become winners, is what I'm saying. I think they are comfortable where they are.
It's like having the Super Bowl in your city. It's the gift and the curse.
Mm-hmm.
Some people say, is it the Super Bowl, the Olympics? My bad, not the Super Bowl, but the Olympics.
Either one.
Okay. Yeah. Damn, man. But back to that 2-point conversion, though. Like, make that make sense for me, because I can't make it make sense. Maybe I missed something. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes I miss things.
I can make that make sense
for me.
It goes all the way back to Seattle in that Super Bowl.
Damn.
I can call a play to win, but do I really want the guy that wins on the play to be the hero? Because let me tell you now, if we hand this ball to Marshawn Lynch, y'all know he ain't gonna do right when it comes time to do this Disneyland interview.
Because we need him to say, guys, I'm going to Disneyland.
This guy, and y'all know the way we did Shedeur, and we did it to Shedeur on behalf of the other owners, that this was some collusion. If we let this YN win this game now, if we let it. So here's how I know he can't win the game. Let's take him out. And like I said, they clearly had practiced this, because after the score, he knew he was coming out.
Yeah.
He didn't look questioned, like confused. He was like, oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah, 2-point conversion. I know. I'm coming out. So they worked on this idiocy. They planned this idiocy.
And sold it as, we're doing it for the betterment of the team, But still, you putting the ball into another rookie's hands, in Quinshon Judkins, who I got love for and making, nice plays, but they were obviously confused, not on the same page with that last 2-point conversion that they tried. So, hey, man, gotta take the good with the bad sometimes. And
I'll say this, man. We got 941 watching live. Make sure y'all hit that like button. If you're not subscribed, make sure you subscribe to both channels. Do the damn thing. Get active in the chat. Check in. Let us know where you're checking in from.
Right.
Monk on that drink. Chico just got out that paint, and I believe his hair stank.
No, my hair smells good. You feel me? My hair is on that dark and lovely. I need a commercial. I know somebody got some hair products out there, some that I could be promoting and putting on right now, having a commercial for, something like that.